Hello everyone, I'm Mo, and I have lost over 140 pounds in under 6 months just by consuming the right ingredients, and so have hundreds of our clients, so I know you can as well. And I know you've cut calories, you're eating healthy, and you're even trying to work out and push yourself, but your belly fat and your general body fat percentage just won't go down. And you guys, that's because belly fat specifically is not about calories. It is not about calories. It is about hormones. It is about stress levels, and it is even about your gut health. So stay with me here, because in today's video, I'm breaking down the real reason you're struggling to lose belly fat and how to fix it with science-based solutions. So let's get started. Now, belly fat itself, especially visceral fat, isn't just an aesthetic issue. Studies show that it increases your risk of diabetes, heart disease, and worst of all, metabolic syndrome and disorders. Now, this is on medical news. I'll leave the link below. Now, let's talk about why hormonal imbalances are actually keeping you fat. So first, it is your cortisol, which is your stress hormone, and chronic stress elevates cortisol, okay? Which then forces your body to store weight very efficiently. Its goal is to put you in a protective mode, and that's what happens when you're consistently on cortisol. And then what makes it even worse is if you have insulin resistance and you are consistently consuming an overload of carbohydrates, or just have such a high insulin number that your body is not able to burn anything that it is storing for fat, which will make it super difficult. And this is especially if you've got fat around the midsection. Now, there are some ways to fix it quickly. The first thing you can do right off the bat is reduce your sugar and your refined carbohydrates intake to keep your insulin low. You're also going to want to try to manage your stress by meditation, breathing, and nature walks. Another thing you could do is just eat more healthier fats, protein, and fiber to help have a good sugar balance. The goal is to lower as much sugar as possible. And if you guys notice on this list, one of the most important ones was stress. That's actually why we do our retreats in the Caribbean, because if you are in a getaway, you are able to relax a lot more, and most clients lose the most weight while they're sleeping. When we do the morning weigh-ins, it's probably my favorite time of the day, especially when clients are here for the retreats. It's cooler in person than it is over the net, but that is actually why the retreat is such a valuable way to do it. So when you're doing it at home, you need to plan some time to be relaxed too, specifically if you're doing it by yourself. Just focus on finding a way, maybe some of these nature walks or just whatever fits your lifestyle. Now, another thing is if you are not sleeping enough. Lack of sleep will disrupt your fat burning phase, especially in the midsection of your body. What it does is it disrupts your hunger hormones, which is leptin and ghrelin, and that will make you overeat, and it will make you consistently crave and be tired. A Mayo Clinic study found that sleep deprivation increases your belly fat by 9%, and worst of all, your visceral fat by 11%. Now, some ways to try to fix it quickly. One, try to get 7 to 9 hours of quality of sleep. My recommendation, put it on your calendar and follow it, and give yourself extra time to fall asleep and to wake up. Avoid the whole blue light from blue screens before bedtime. I actually don't have any sleep issues. I have been insulin resistant free for years, so I just pass out and I wake up, and I always actually get only 6 to 8 hours, sometimes even 5. I don't use an alarm, and my body just naturally decides what it needs, and you should be doing the same thing. Then the next one we're going to have is your healthy eating, or you eating healthy foods that entail just spike your insulin. Many healthy foods like granola, fruit juice, and whole wheat bread. We've got a whole video on it below, so just make sure you see that. I'll actually link that below. And it tells you that all these items are high in sugar, which will spike your glucose and will spike your insulin, which will lead to fat storage. You do not want to be in fat storage mode. You want to be in fat burning mode. Quick way to fix it, just on this video, swap things like that with low carb items, any of those foods. Try to choose anything that's full clean fats, and try to consume healthy unprocessed foods. Now, another thing to think about is your genetics and your hormones. They do play a role, specifically as your body changes. Okay, now genetics determine the fat distribution. Okay, and some people will store more weight around the belly naturally. This is given by the Cleveland Clinic. Another thing to think about is when you're aging and your hormones. For example, declining estrogen in women and declining testosterone in men will slow your metabolism down and entail increased fat storage, which is why they call it like a dad bod or a mom bod. It is avoidable specifically by eating and consuming the right ingredients in a timed fashion, right? A good solution to that, or a quick fix, just try to follow a low carb approach. Whether you're doing ours or anybody else's, just try your best to do that. Focus on even a little bit of a higher protein diet, and more importantly, healthy, clean fats will help regulate those hormones. Another thing to do too, if you like to work out or need that energy, is to do strength training that will help actually maintain muscle mass, and it will allow you to consistently burn fat. Number 5 on this list, this one's a little bit tougher, but you're too sedentary, right? Even if you do work out a bit, sometimes you could still be a little too sedentary. With our plans and the way that our people consume when they're here or they're doing it online, is they don't actually need to work out at all. The more they work out, the faster we can increase the weight loss, but not required, not strategized. So it just depends on your lifestyle and I guess your consumption of ingredients. Now, if you're sitting for long periods of time, it will also slow your metabolism down and entail increased belly fat. Now, even if you do hit the gym, being inactive outside workouts will still sometimes gain to weight gain. And that's from Medical News Today. A quick fix, just try to walk 5 to 10 minutes every couple of hours if you can, especially if you sit a lot. If you are not consuming the way we tell you to consume, then you might want to do that every hour for 5 to 10 minutes and prioritize daily movement, not just consistently gym sessions. Now, another one is, sorry to say, alcohol and smoking. They do sabotage your weight loss. Now, alcohol in itself is just processed sugar, so that does lead to fat storage in the belly. And then also smoking will in many cases increase visceral fat, even in people who are not overweight. Only solution, cut it back or remove it all, alcohol, any sugary cocktails, and do the same with smoking. I know it's a little difficult to say, but I do hope that you at least try. You got to try to get somewhere with it. Then lastly, number 7 is your gut health and your inflammation. That actually fully impacts your weight, but more importantly, it will fully impact your weight gain in your middle area. An unhealthy gut microbiome will lead to weight gain and belly fat storage. And this is on Medical News Today as well. Processed foods and sugars also increase inflammation, and they do make fat loss way harder and put you in a fat storage mode. Solution to that, you just need to eat probiotic foods that are like fermented vegetables, Greek full fat, healthy, no sugar yogurt, and like kimchi. You want to cut out all processed food and many of these artificial sweeteners, specifically the ones that will damage your gut bacteria. Now, if you're making any of these mistakes, don't feel bad. Just let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as you guys know, our mission here at the Weight Loss Paradise is to help hundreds to thousands to millions of lives in losing thousands to millions of pounds. We are now offering you a chance to enter for a free monthly coaching or a free retreat, and we will do the drawing once a month. You can also enter once a month by using the link below. We'll see you in paradise, and we'll see you on the other side of your weight loss journey. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys take this video's advice and use it to your advantage as we keep seeing these beautiful results happen. Thank you so much. I will catch you guys on your weight loss journey.